Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-Hawks. I said the K-Hawks, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 2, but we're number one. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh sophomores,
High school, champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening to everyone, and welcome to the East Alton Ice Arena, where tonight we are getting you ready for a little K-Hawk hockey action as your Collinsville K-Hawks get ready to take on the Golden Griffins of Vianney High School. I am Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us here on a Tuesday evening as we get you set for this one, and we welcome you into the pregame show brought to you tonight by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by none other than Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville at 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville, or give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, we're on a little bit late, and there's not going to be much of a pregame show because I do not have a pregame interview. Of course, normally we do that with Collinsville's hockey head coach Craig Duffy, but he informed me earlier today that he would be driving in from Oklahoma City, I do believe, and he wouldn't be able to make it here on time to do an interview, so he had me set up with one of the assistants, Val Zagorski, to come up and join me and do the interview, but he was a no-show. So I don't have a interview to do. Therefore, the pregame is going to be a lot shorter, and therefore I decided to go on about 10 minutes later than what I normally would have. This game is scheduled for a 7:35 start, so it's 7:31 right now. I would imagine that that start time is going to be looking probably at 7:40 as the practice out here with the little bitty kids just ended, and the Zamboni is on the ice, but they just got out on the ice as we speak. So, and I don't have a lot of information to talk about because, quite frankly, the Mississippi Valley Club Hockey Association's website is having a little bit of a hard time keeping up with things this year, and there's a lot of incomplete. For instance, Collinsville's game way back on November the 7th against Edwardsville, that 5-1 win against the Tigers at Granite City, is still not on the website, nor is the second of the back-to-back games against Freeburg-Waterloo. That 5-5 game is, but the 6-2 loss a couple of days later is not on there, so things are a little bit incomplete, so I kind of have to figure things out the way I go here. I keep track of all the goals because I've done most of the games so far. I've only missed one, I think, and so I know who scored goals, plus they do a pretty good job of telling you who scores the goals on the Facebook page. So the goal scoring for Collinsville is spot on. But the goalie part is not, because that requires me to know how many shots that the goalie faced in any particular game. And since I don't have that information, I cannot update that portion of it. So we just go with what we have. We'll tell you a little bit about the standings as of right now because, as I mentioned, there's a lot of games missing. But as of right now, and I think everybody's got a missing game here, or at least two, as Collinsville does. But right now, according to the standings on the Mississippi Valley Club Hockey Association's website, Granite City sits in first place with a 5-1 record and 10 points. Belleville is right behind them at 4-0-1 with 9 points, and then it's Collinsville. But as I mentioned, the website has them at 3-1-1 when we are actually 4-2-1. Collinsville with 7 points, and then there's a three-way tie with 6 points with Columbia, Freeburg, Waterloo, and Vianney. But again, that Freeburg-Waterloo win over Collinsville is not in there as well, so they would have a couple of more points, and that would give them 8, and they would be one ahead of Collinsville. But trying to figure all this out on the fly is going to give me a headache, so we'll just stop right there. How about that? All right, here's what I do know. The Kahawks are coming off of a game that, has yet to be completed. That was 1 week ago tonight. Collinsville had a 6-2 lead midway through the game when a hard check into the boards behind the Highland net dislodged a pane of plexiglass, and they were unable to repair that, and the game was postponed until further notice. I have not been given a date yet on when the rest of that game is going to be made up. That at the time, Collinsville was ahead 6-2 in that contest, and Tanner Bettis had a hat trick in that game, so we'll see. I did count those stats because apparently they're either going to, count that game and it's going to be a 6-2 final, or they're going to continue it, and we'll add on to those stats. I don't think they're going to play the whole entire thing over again. I don't know. But I did add the goals from that contest onto the totals for Collinsville. So that game 1 week ago tonight against Highland, that came on the heels of that 6-2 loss to Freeburg-Waterloo just the night before. It was the one game that I was not able to do. And the Kahawks, despite being up 6-2 in last week's game versus Highland, looking for their first win since trouncing East Alton Wood River 11-1 on November the 15th, because that game that followed that one was the 5-5 tie with Freeburg-Waterloo. So Collinsville hasn't had a win since November the 15th, and tomorrow is the last day of the month of November. Let's talk about the Golden Griffins of Vianney. They are coming off a big deflating loss last night at the hands of the O'Fallon Panthers. They had an 11-0 lopsided loss to O'Fallon, and that followed a 4-1 win by Vianney last week over Highland. They played that game on Monday night before we played them the next night. The Griffins, the Griffins are missing a game on their schedule as well, but they have a makeup game coming up probably in January, from what I was told, after their game against Alton back on November the 7th, the game that we're missing on the website between Collinsville and Edwardsville. That game had to be postponed when the referees assigned to that game went to the wrong rink. Don't laugh. Jason Scrum can tell you the story about when I went to the wrong rink. That was about 4 years ago. I believe we had a game. I can't remember who it was against, but it was at the Granite City rink, and I came out here to the Alton rink. And I walk in, and I'm not seeing any familiar faces, no familiar purple colors. And I'm like, what in the world is going on here? I think I'm at the wrong rink. So I texted Jason. He's like, no, man, we're at Granite City tonight. I'm like, oh, well, obviously I'm not going to be able to make it all the way from East Alton to Granite City in time to do the game. So we'll just figure out another game to put on that schedule. So it does happen. It happened to me, so it can happen to the refs. And that's the end of that story that I'm going to tell you anyway before I embarrass myself too much more. All right, Vianney, by the way, they didn't join the Mississippi Valley Club Hockey Association until 2019, and since then, Collinsville is 4-2 versus the Golden Griffins. They beat Vianney twice last year, last November 5-0 at the Fenton Ice Rink. Goals in that game of the current Kahawks included Andy Bennett, Preston Tillman, and Eric Denny. And then last December, Collinsville also won 7-1 at the McKendree Recplex, and goals in that game, Bennett, Lincoln Duffy, and Austin Whitaker. Now, we lost to Vianney twice in the 2019-2020 regular season before beating the Golden Griffins in the quarterfinals of that year's playoffs. Won 2-1 in a shootout in Game 1, and then won 4-3 in the Game number 2 clincher, and Collinsville then went on to lose the semifinal round 2-1 to Freeburg-Waterloo. And that is all I have for you besides stats. We'll save the stats for a little bit later as we wait for the Zamboni to finish up here and the teams take to the ice. They'll have a 3-minute warm-up period before we even get to the point where we're going to announce starters, because that's another thing that I don't have since I did not get to talk to a coach before the game, are the starters for Collinsville. And normally I don't have the starters for the opposing team until they announce them. So that is where we stand right now. So we are a good 3-4 minutes away from even having that happen, and then we got to play the national anthem. So, and I'm sorry to say I'm out of things to talk about. So looks like for a while here we're going to be playing some commercials. So sorry about that, but we'll take a little bit of a commercial break here, and maybe we'll come back while the guys are skating. And we'll pass along some of those individual stats for you. So right now we'll take our first break on the truncated version of the Chiropractic Works pregame show, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue, new injuries per se. Also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And, just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium-sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Ogle with Ogle Auctions, and we hope you are enjoying tonight's game, and go Kahawks. Hey, check us out. Every Sunday night, we have an online auction at www.ogleauctions.com. Everything from grandma's china to grandma's motorcycle helmet, it's all here at Ogle Auctions every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Check us out, and we will see you soon.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
And once again, we welcome you back into the East Alton Ice Arena here in the lovely town of East Alton as we get you ready for a little hockey action between Collinsville and Vianney. As you can see, the teams are on the ice and they're into their 3-minute pregame skate. So let's take a look at some of the leaders that we have for you. How about Tanner Bettis for Collinsville? He leads the team with 13 goals on the year. And yes, I am counting the hat trick from the Highland game on Tuesday that has not been completed yet, but Tanner Bettis has 13 goals. Eric Denny is right behind him with 10. Those are your two Collinsville Kahawks that are already into double digits as far as goals are concerned. And for Vianney, well, they've had a little trouble scoring goals so far on the year. They've got about 23 as a team, and their leading goal scorer is Charlie Young. He comes in with 4, and then a couple of guys, Chase Wolkup also has 4 goals. So Charlie Young and Chase Wolkup have 4 goals, and then you have 3 apiece from Rocco Tatamble and Owen Dill. And as far as your goalkeepers are concerned, I think we'll wait and find out who's in goal because Vianney has 2 of them, David Hyatt and Dominic Kennebeck, and Collinsville just has Landon Radel, which I'll give you his numbers here in just a little bit as this pregame skate comes to a little bit of a close. And that means that the announcements of the starters will be next, followed by the national anthem. So we will take a break. And when we come back, we'll have some hockey for you. How about that? All that more coming up next on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue, new injuries per se. Also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT Soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. Are you looking to update the appeal of your home's interior? Look no further than Hayden Interiors, LLC. Hayden Interiors, LLC is owned and operated by former Kahok graduate Nick Hayden. Hayden Interiors, LLC will help you get that new look that you want for your home. Flooring, baseboards, doorways, as well as interior renovations or interior additions, kitchen, living room, bedroom, hallways, basements, stairways. Let Hayden Interior, LLC help you find the look that you want. Call Nick Hayden today at Hayden Interiors, LLC, 618-772-6790 for your free estimate. Hayden Interiors, LLC, on budget, on time, every time. That's Hayden Interiors, LLC. Call Nick at 618-772-6790. Well, once again, we welcome you back to the East Alton Ice Arena. We are just about set for some hockey. We're about 15 minutes late than the scheduled start time of 7:35. But nevertheless, we are here, and the crowd has been introduced to both of these teams. And here we go. For Vianney, you will find on the ice Jackson Honecker, Shane Ludwig, Thomas Dorsey, Andrew Boren, and Braden Marcella. And all of those 5 players will be playing in front of their goaltender, David Hyatt. Hyatt has a record of 1 win, no losses, and 2 ties, and he has made 49 saves, which gives him a save percentage of right at 91%. For Collinsville, they're just in the black jerseys once again with a little purple on the trim on the bottom, and numbers and names on the backs are in white. You'll find on the ice Preston Tillman, Austin Whitaker, Glennon Bennett, Austin Zagorski, and Dominic Zamoroni. And in goal is Landon Radel, who has a goals against average of 5.4 and a save percentage right at 82%, as that puck ends up going into the Vianney bench. And we have our first whistle of this game. We're just 14 seconds into the start of this one. Vianney out there in their Golden Griffins gold jerseys. They have on black breeches and their numbers on the backs of their jerseys. They do not have names, just numbers. And those are in black as Collinsville enters the offensive zone, but that's picked up by Vianney. So they'll head from defense to offense, and here's a shot on goal and a save by Radel on a shot there by Thomas Dorsey, who comes in with 1 goal on the year. And after that stoppage of play, both teams want to make wholesale player changes, so both teams will send on a fresh new 5 skaters. And the faceoff will come out to young Mr. Radel's right. And a faceoff won by Collinsville. They pick it up and start up ice with it. Get it across the center red line into their offensive zone. Here is Andy Bennett from the right side. He has that puck knocked off of his stick. Back behind the net. Comes in front, shoots and scores. Just like that. Andy Bennett, he'll pick up goal number 9 on the year, and Collinsville has themselves a 1-0 lead. And that comes just 1 minute and 40 seconds in. And the Kahawks are off and running. Vianney, as I mentioned, in case you missed that, lost last night 11-0 at the hands of the O'Fallon Panthers. And they start off by giving up a quick goal here to the Kahawks. And Collinsville back in the offensive zone, but here comes Charlie Young with a burst of speed through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. He slides a backhand pass over to Stephen Kozny, and that one just missed him. Now Kozny gets it. He'll take a shot. That'll go wide, and out the other side it goes. Over onto the far side, picking it up for Vianney is someone with a number 10, and I don't have a number 10 on my roster. Back out here to the blue line we go to Ethan Riordan, and a shot from a long way away goes all the way out. Now a shot from the blue line. That's partially tipped and heads to the far side corner. Vianney picks it up again. They'll skate it into that corner, and then they'll lose the puck, and Collinsville will pick it up. Here is David Hearn. Hearn out front, throws it out to the blue line, but it's intercepted by the Golden Griffins, and they'll go back to work on offense. They'll throw it in front of the net. Collinsville's there to clean up the mess, but they leave the puck behind in the process, and Vianney comes away with it once again. And a little tussle there. Trying to come up with it is Ben Kittstein, and now we're going to have a whistle, and we're going to have a penalty called. And it looks like the Golden Griffins are going to be, Collinsville's going to be shorthanded as Eric Denny will head to the box. So Vianney will start off with the power play here. 12:14 left to go in this first period, and Collinsville already a man short. Face-off once again will come out to Radel's right, won by Vianney. Back to the blue line. That shot was taken, but it was blocked by the skates of Duffy, and a scramble in front of the net. Puck pops away, and no harm, no foul as of yet. But Vianney, they're relentless right now. They'll take another whack at it, and that one goes off the side of the net. Back to the blue line, kept in by the Golden Griffins until Collinsville intercepts it. They're shorthanded, so all they got to do is send the puck down the ice, and they will not get called for an icing. And they do, but it does not go all that far anyway. Back up to the neutral zone. Vianney with the puck. They're in control as they trail 1-0, but they own a power play. Collinsville intercepts that one. That is Austin Whitaker. Whitaker sends the puck all the way down the ice. Duffy goes back behind the Golden Griffins net to get it. 11.5 minutes to go here in this opening period. Collinsville up 1-0, but find themselves shorthanded for another 1 minute and 10 seconds. Vianney, they come away with it through the neutral zone. That's picked up by Glennon Bennett. His brother Andy just scored the goal to give Collinsville the 1-0 lead. And now Vianney still on the power play, looking for a little room to move and do some attacking. Andrew Boren, he got stopped by bringing it in, but it goes in off of a skate anyway. And now the Golden Griffins throw it out front. No good. Here comes a shot from the point. That one's blocked out. And the body of Andy Bennett, who just scored the goal. It's a race to get down there first. Bennett, he'll get down there just at the same time that Marcella does. And then it goes into the corner. Bennett trying to dig it out. Still 35 seconds left to go in the Vianney man advantage. And that puck's shot all the way down the ice. And that'll be an icing call against Vianney. 10:46 left to play here in this opening period. 1-0 in favor of Collinsville. Face-off will come out to the right of David Hyatt. And Bennett in the face-off circle. He'll slap that one right on goal, right from the face-off circle. Backhanded that one right on net. Still 29 seconds left to go in the Vianney power play. Collinsville won that faceoff, but then lost the puck, and then they get it back and shoot it back in. But Vianney, they'll take over in their defensive zone and bring it through the neutral zone. Up ice is Rimsky. Rimsky all the way down in the corner for Vianney. Back behind the Collinsville net. He comes around with it, tries to send one up front, and he was trying to find Marcelo there, but that banked off of a skate as well. And now into the corner it goes. Collinsville will shoot it all the way down the ice. That'll relieve the pressure, and it'll also erase the final seconds on the Vianney power play. Out of the box comes Eric Denny. He's on the ice in the neutral zone looking to intercept. He can't. Comes onto the stick for Charlie Young. Young has it knocked off of his stick. It goes back through the neutral zone. And Vianney will have to retreat. And Rimsky once again with the puck in front of his own bench. Now it's a turnover. Collinsville comes away with it, trying to get it up to Duffy. Duffy had it for a moment. And then it comes out here for Charlie Young once again. Coming up ice with a burst of speed was Marcella, and he got blocked out by two defenders at the same time. Here is Duffy. Duffy high in the slot, far side faceoff circle. Up against the boards it goes. He'll circle around. Take it back through the dot, and it comes loose. And Vianney takes over. They have a 3-on-2 brewing the other way until they decided to make a line change right in the middle of having the odd man rush. And that one was shot from the neutral zone right into the glove of Radel. And with 9:26 left here in this opening period, once again, the faceoff will come out to Radel's right. Won by Vianney, but they can't keep it in. Comes all the way across the center red line. Collinsville takes over. Here is Denny. Denny, he was in offside. Trying to keep himself onside over here was Duffy on this left wing, and he just couldn't keep his balance and ended up with both skates over the blue line just as Denny was coming into the zone. 9:17 to play here in this first period. Another faceoff won by Vianney. They'll smack it up to the neutral zone, and Collinsville will pick it up from there. Kitstein got a stick on it, but couldn't finish the job. And Vianney runs into the boards, and now Vianney player is going to go off for tripping as Eric Denny went down in a heap because he had a stick in his skates, and that stick belongs to Ethan Rorden. And so Collinsville will get their first crack with the man advantage. It'll come with 9:04 left to play here in this opening period. Collinsville already up 1-0 on the 9th goal of the year by Andy Bennett. And speaking of Andy, he'll take this face-off, and he'll try to win it. Both of them kind of stuck with that puck and had it trapped in their sticks for a while, but Collinsville ends up coming away with it. They'll throw the puck out front, but no one there wearing the black and the purple, and then the puck will go into the Golden Griffins bench to draw a whistle. 8:51 left to play here in this opening period. Collinsville with the man advantage for another 1 minute and 48 seconds. Face-off just outside of the Collinsville offensive zone, won by the Kahawks. Back to the neutral zone it comes. Here is Denny. He comes in on the left wing. High slot, takes a shot, shoved aside by Hyatt. Comes over here to this near side corner. Now back behind the Vianney net. It is Andy Bennett once again trying to wrap around shot. Couldn't complete it. Stays with the puck though. Then gets pinched up against the boards, and Vianney will send one all the way down the ice, but they're going to say that Collinsville touched it and no icing call. So Denny will get it back behind his own net. Collinsville will reset that power play, and they'll come attacking once again. Along the near side boards, Glennon Bennett gets by one defender, skates by another, leaves it back for Zamoroni. Zamoroni taps it back to Bennett behind the Vianney net. Bennett back there looking for some help. Skates out over to the far side face-off circle and all the way up against the boards. He'll send one to Denny in front, trying a one-timer for Zamoroni, but he never could pull the trigger. And then the puck will come all the way down, and it won't go far enough for icing. Here is Bennett. Glennon Bennett back behind his own net. An outlet pass that went by everybody. That's going to be an icing call against Collinsville. Had the right idea, just couldn't connect. And that'll stop the clock with 7:52 left to play here in this opening period. 49 seconds left in the man advantage for the Kahawks. Face-off will come out to the right of Radel once again. Vianney wins that one. Back to the blue line it goes. Shot, that was off of the skates of Duffy. Over to the far side corner it goes, and Kozini couldn't clear the puck, or keep it down there, excuse me. And Collinsville trying to enter the zone once again. Kahawks haven't been able to get much going on this power play, but Tillman finds a loose puck and then sidesweeps a possible check into the boards. And the Kahawks trying to stay with it, and they do so. Glennon Bennett keeps it in, shot all the way over to that far side corner. Still 20 seconds left to go in the man advantage here for Collinsville, but Vianney gets the puck. They'll send it to the neutral zone where Glennon Bennett will take over. Bennett comes up that far side, right wing, into the faceoff circle. Circles back around behind the Vianney net and leaves the puck back there, trying to leave it for Duffy, but Duffy was a little late in getting to the party. And then Vianney will send the puck down. They'll wave off icing as the final seconds tick off of the Collinsville power play. So both teams 0 for 1 with the man advantage thus far. Here's a giveaway by Collinsville, and almost coming in all alone was Hauker. And now back to the neutral zone it goes. That hit a skate of one of the Kahok players who was trying to make his way into the bench. Just barely avoided a 2-minute min on the ice call. Here's Denny with a shot that goes wide through the crease. All the way out the other side. Here is Andy Bennett. Bennett skates past one defender, puts on the brakes, and then sends it into the neutral zone. Kitstein couldn't pick up the puck. Bennett gets it back into the slot. Trying the one-timer was Eric Denny, but he didn't have proper puck possession and couldn't pull the trigger. Yoxtis gets a hold of the puck. His dad on the camera tonight. We thank Heath very much for doing that. Over on the far side corner it goes, and up against those far side dasher boards, Vianney gets control of the puck. They come through the neutral zone. Here is Marcella, and a little move there, and a shot. That one's blocked out by Yaxix, excuse me. Yaxtis gets it all the way to the blue line, but Collinsville couldn't get it out. All the way over to the far side dasher boards now on this end. Back behind the Collinsville net it goes. Andy Bennett. He gets a hold of the puck, sends it through the neutral zone where it's partially stopped at the red line by Vianney. And then the Golden Griffins will take it back behind their own net, getting pinched off of it. There's Austin Whitaker. Out to Denny. Denny from the blue line takes a shot, and that one almost made it through. A kick save by Hyatt. Save that one. Here's Denny again in the neutral zone. He'll backhand a pass to Bennett. And Bennett was almost able to enter the zone there, but got blocked out. Now Bennett with the puck once again. He'll bring it forward. Everybody stays on side, and then Bennett gets taken off the puck. And it bounces off the boards back through the neutral zone once again. And here's a chance for our Phantom number 10. He takes a shot, no good. And then the backup coming right in the slot with a big rebound there. Charlie Young scores to make it 1-1. So a little juicy rebound was there, and Charlie Young just extended his team lead to 4 goals, or make that 5. He came in with 4. So we are tied at 1. And we have 4:45 left to play here in this first period. Here's Vianney with the puck. Collinsville tips it into the neutral zone. Kahawks trying to come up with it. Off the boards. Glennon Bennett got taken out in a awkward position. And now here is Denny. He comes in from this left side. He'll throw one into the slot, and racing right up the slot was Duffy, but he couldn't get there. A defender was already waiting. And now Collinsville throws it back up into the slot area, but no one there for the Kahawks. Collinsville tries to keep it in. They can't. Comes through the neutral zone. Denny with the puck. Gloved it down. Kicks it with his skate, and then Collinsville backhands it into the zone once again. Vianney with it. Off the dasher boards it comes. And here come the Golden Griffins once again. Coming up ice with it. It is to Tamble, and he gets knocked off the puck. Comes out once again in a shot and a goal. A little one-timer that just happened to be sitting right at the right spot at the right time. And Titamble gives his team a lead. That was just 57 seconds after the goal that tied this game up. So Collinsville finds themselves trailing. They don't even give names. It's scored by number 59, assisted by number 11. So Collinsville finds themselves trailing 2-1. with 3.5 minutes to go here in this first period. It comes back all the way to the blue line, but it jumps right over the stick of Rimsky. All the way down the ice it goes. And Hyatt stops it, and once again the Golden Griffins are on the move. Through the neutral zone the puck goes, but it's picked up by Yaxtis. He'll throw it back at the red line, but Vianney gets it right back. They'll send it back behind the Collinsville net. Chasing it down there is Glennon Bennett. Bennett, he'll circle with it in the corner as he gets a little pressure from the defense. Zagorski over there trying to help, and Zagorski comes away with the puck, sends it back through the neutral zone, but it's picked up right at the center ice logo by Travis Perry. Sent back down into the offensive zone. Yaxis, he'll give it a shove, and they'll throw it right in front of the net, but it never makes it that far on a little bit of a weak pass. And then the Golden Griffins dangerous once again. Over there in that far side face-off circle, and Collinsville sends a high hoister through the neutral zone. That won't make it far enough for an icing call. And coming up with it is Jacob Rimsky. Rimsky back behind his own net. Up against the dasher boards in front of his own bench. Collinsville keeps it in. Here's Whitaker with a shot. That one goes wide. And the rebound comes all the way back around into the neutral zone. Here is Yaxtis. Yaxtis trying to backhand it to Duffy, but it never made it that far. Here is Houndker, and he can't control the puck enough to make a difference in a shot on goal. And then it's slung all the way around the boards. Collinsville trying to come up with it. Duffy's having his stick held. He looks at the referee waiting for a call that never happened. Now the puck right in front of the Kahawks net, and again a high hoister will relieve the pressure. And here is Duffy by himself, takes a shot and a save by Hyatt. Back behind the net it goes. Here is Whitaker trying to corral it. He can't. So Duffy, he finds it, sends it all the way back around the elbow, and it comes out here for Hearn. Hearn couldn't find the handle long enough to keep it in the offensive zone, so comes into the neutral zone. And then Collinsville comes away with it. Well, they tried to once again. Hearn whiffed on that one. They'll send it out to the blue line, but not out. Stopping that is Shane Ludwig. Ludwig sends it back up behind the Collinsville net. Denny back there. He gets tripped up. No call. Referee was standing right there the whole time. Denny comes away with the puck once again. Over onto the far side dasher boards. He tries to send it up through the neutral zone, but it hits the back of the leg of one of the Vianney players that has his number on the back of his jersey in electrical tape. I don't have a 47 on my roster either. Here is Denny with it again. Denny gets shoved from behind by our other Phantom player, now wearing number 10. That puck off the boards, goes all the way down, and that's going to be an icing call against Collinsville, and it comes with 53.3 seconds left to play here in this opening period. 2-1 in favor of Vianney. They get back-to-back goals in less than a minute after they were trailing 1-0. Face-off once again will come out to Radle's right. And it'll be Andy Bennett in the circle for Collinsville, and the Kahawks win that one and send it across the blue line into the neutral zone. Bennett and Collinsville had a 2-on-1 going for a minute, but they played tic-tac-toe a little bit too much with it and lost that advantage. Over into the far side corner. Up the boards it goes. Nice job keeping it in by Glennon Bennett. He finds brother Andy in the face-off circle, but he couldn't do anything with it. Too many skates and too many sticks disrupting that puck's movement. Back in for Denny. Denny sends it to the neutral zone for Andy Bennett. He'll poke it ahead. One man back for Vianney, and he'll get there first. Off the boards it goes, and trying to keep it in, the Kahawks, and they can. Here is Denny from the blue line with a shot, and that's right into the breadbasket of David Hyatt, and that'll stop the clock with 7.8 seconds left to play here in period number 1. Two to 1 in favor of Vianney. Back-to-back goals by the Golden Griffins. Bennett in the face-off circle again. Wins that one. Comes out to Denny. Denny couldn't do anything with it. Tried to backhand it to Zamoroni, but the puck stays in the zone, but we're not going to have enough time to do anything with it anyway. The buzzer means the end of one period of play. So Collinsville will have a little comeback work in the plans for period number 2. And period number 2 will be coming your way here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pit master. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces that support our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop by and see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time World Championship Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com. Once again, welcome back to the East Alton Ice Arena. Todd Duke and Heath Yaxtis on the camera for you tonight. Glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network. We do appreciate all the parents chipping in and helping us on the camera whenever we do have a hockey game. Mostly it's been Heath Yaxis, but we've had a little bit of help throughout the years with some fine folks. The Scrums, the Ledbetters, they help out a lot. They helped out a lot, but now their kids are not playing hockey anymore because they're, too old to be in high school. The hockey players are anyway. All right, period number 2 about ready to get underway. Radel goes in goal to your left and David Hyatt in goal to your right. There's the face-off, won by Collinsville, and we are underway in period number 2. Each team had 7 shots on goal in that first period. Each team also went 0 for 1 on the power play, but Vianney managed to put back-to-back goals together in a span of 57 seconds. That's why they have a 2-1 lead after Collinsville opened the scoring with Andy Bennett picking up goal number 9 just 1 minute and 40 seconds into the game. So Vianney with it in the neutral zone. Here is Hauker. He has the puck flying around that near side elbow. Back behind the Collinsville net. Puck comes all the way out. Here is Whitaker. He'll send it off the boards, and that one goes to the blue line, but not out. A shot from the blue line. Goes wide back behind the net. And again, Vianney with it. A shot that was blocked out by Duffy. He was in the right spot at the right time, or else Vianney was going to have an open shot from the slot again. Collinsville, they come away with it. Here is Glennon Bennett. Bennett zigzags his way through the neutral zone. And he whiffed on a shot that he was going to take as soon as he entered the zone, and now Collinsville has to get back. Here is Yaxtis. He'll send the puck up to Andy Bennett, and Bennett will come right underneath our location. He'll fly up the boards and meet some resistance. Can't finish the job. Vianney comes away with the puck in the defensive zone, and off the boards, and Andy Bennett is there with it. Bennett looking for a little bit of help. He's got some. He throws it in front, but unable to pull the trigger there was Glennon Bennett. Now Vianney gets it, and they almost had a chance for a breakaway. That one's going to go down the ice, and they're going to wave off icing. Glennon Bennett, he gets there first. Now onto the stick of Hauker. He'll take a shot. That one will be tipped wide. Andy Bennett back behind his own net, takes it off the boards and sends it all the way down the ice. And they're going to say that could have been played by Vianney, so no icing call there. Now the Golden Griffins with the puck, but no longer. Here is Andy Bennett with a steal. He comes in and he has the puck poked right off of his stick by Ludwig just as he was approaching the crease. There is Collinsville playing a little bit of defense. Here's Denny. Denny across the red line. Circles back around, wants to cross the red line again. He'll backhand the puck into the zone, but Vianney, they'll take over and they'll send it down the ice, and that'll be an icing call against the Golden Griffins. They'll stop the clock with 11:39 left to play here in period number 2. 2-0 in favor of Vianney, or 2-1, excuse me, in favor of Vianney. And the faceoff will come down to the left of Hyatt. Highland and East Alton Wood River have the late game here tonight. Now a chance in the slot by Zamoroni, but he got taken off of that puck by the defense, and now Collinsville, lucky that one didn't turn into a breakaway. And here is Denny. He got his wheels lifted out from underneath him, and staying with the puck is Stephen Kozeni, and he'll send it all the way around to that far side elbow, and up against the boards it goes, and we're going to have a penalty called, and this one is going to go against Kozeni, and Collinsville will have their second power play of this game. 0 for 1 with the man advantage. They'll get a second opportunity here. So we'll see if the Kahawks can tie this game with the man advantage. They'll bring the faceoff into Collinsville's offensive zone. And it'll take place to the right of David Hyatt. Duffy. He'll win the faceoff, but he knocks it right to one of the Vianney players, and they'll go ahead and clear the puck and relieve early pressure here on this Collinsville power play. Denny gets the puck back behind his own net. He'll survey things, and he'll bring it out. Through the neutral zone, that's going to be an icing call. He was trying to connect with a pass right at the red line, but that never did hit the stick of its intended target. And Collinsville ices the puck while on the power play. 1:43 left to go in the man advantage for the Kahawks, but the faceoff will come out here to the right of Radel. Seems like it doesn't matter what end of the ice Radel's on. The faceoff's always to his right. Won by Collinsville, but it gets stuck in the skates of the Vianney player, and then a shot and a goal by Charlie Young, his second one of the night. And Vianney gets a shorthanded goal. And the Griffins extend their lead to 3-1. Didn't see that coming. So 3-1 in favor of Vianney, and Collinsville still has a minute and a half left to go on their man advantage. And they're going to have to figure out how to get that man advantage to work for them. Vianney, man, so far they've been just in the right place at the right time. That big, juicy rebound in the slot, perfect timing on the shot by Young that goes in for the first goal. And then another fortunate bounce for Vianney on the second goal, scored by Tatamble, and now that one there by Young. Here comes Collinsville's Denny. He'll take it all the way in himself. Near side faceoff circle. He'll circle it, throw it in front, and a goal! Collinsville gets one of those back. This one's going to be a power play goal. And that'll get Collinsville a little closer. Bennett was the one who had the puck in front. Still not sure who scored that one. I think it might be Bennett. I'll have to wait for the announcement if I can hear it. Well, Andy Bennett gets his second of the night. So Vianney still leads 3-2. Collinsville has a power play goal, and they've given up a shorthanded goal. Kahawks now looking for that tying goal. And they got to get that one first before they can worry about trying to win this game. So their goal is to stop the scoring and score yourselves. Isn't that always the goal? Glennon Bennett sends it back around behind his own net. Denny, he comes up with it over on the far side boards, and he'll sling it off the boards, and it'll go into the neutral zone, and that was knocked down by a high stick by Shane Ludwig. So faceoff will come into the neutral zone. Or what did they call that? Yeah, okay. It was knocked down by a high stick from Vianney, so yeah. So the faceoff will come out to Hyatt's right. Well, Collinsville couldn't keep that one in. They'll have to go back and chase it down. They do so through the neutral zone. Onto the stick of Andy Bennett. Bennett, stick handles, makes a nice move, throws it in front. Oh, and a shot. That was fanned on by Kittstein, and he had a wide open back door over there on that far side post and couldn't complete. Here comes a chance for Vianney from the circle. A shot and a save by Radel. He has no idea where it is, but it goes down in between the pads, and he'll pick it up and live to see another day. 8:56 left to go here in this second period. 3-2 in favor of Vianney. Face-off once again will come out to Radel's right. One by Collinsville. They'll send it around. Yaxtis does. all the way around the far end of the boards, but that's picked up there by Vianney. They'll take it back around behind the Collinsville net. Throw it up here to this near side corner, and with the puck is Nicholas Jacobson. Jacobson throws it back into the corner, and trying to come away with it is Young. He does, and then a swing and a miss by our Phantom number 10, Collinsville. They got a chance here. Here is Andy Bennett. Bennett comes in, throws one in front, and again, it could not find the stick of Kitstein as he had another opportunity on that backdoor far post and couldn't complete it again. There's a shot, and that one goes wide. Back behind the Collinsville net. Radel looked like he was a little slow in getting that 5-hole closed down first, too. Here is Bennett. He'll send it all the way around the boards high, and it comes back through the neutral zone. Vianney will get there first. They'll shove a backhander right back into the neutral zone, and here at the red line, the Golden Griffins send it all the way down the ice. The Axis will be the first one to go chase it down for Collinsville. Kahawks trying to come out. They can't. Puck turned over. Collinsville gets it back. Now back to Vianney. Back behind the Collinsville net. In front, rejected by Duffy. Over here to this near side once again is Jacobson. Jacobson had the puck taken off of his net, and oh man. Chance for Whitaker to come down the ice on a partial breakaway, and he couldn't stop the puck with the backhand, and it ends up going all the way down the ice. And that's an icing call against the Kahawks. 7:31 left to play here in period number 2. Collinsville trails 3-2. Being outshot right now by Vianney, 9-8. And the faceoff will come out to Radel's right. Won by Collinsville off the high glass. It approaches the neutral zone. Nice keep in there by Travis Perry. Goes back behind the Kahawk net. Here is Denny. Denny banks it off the boards. Comes out to Duffy. Duffy tries to send it up to the neutral zone. He had Tillman coming up here on this right wing, but I don't think he saw him. And now Vianney will smack the puck down in, and they'll go chase it down once again, trying to generate some offense. Comes up here onto this near side board for Perry. Perry sends the puck in, but somehow or another, a Vianney player lost his skates. That puck goes high over the net, off the high glass, and comes back out over here to this near side. Nice play there by Zagorski. Zagorski had the puck for a moment, and Collinsville, they come away with it, but Vianney, they'll chip it back in, and Collinsville once again has to chase it down and try to get that offense going. There's a chance for, that should have been waved off. Travis Perry took a swipe at the puck, and just because he missed it doesn't mean anything. He tried, and he didn't connect with it, and ends up going down for another icing call. 6:36 left to play here in period number 2. 3-2 in favor of Vianney. Face-off this time will come out to the left of Radel. Shot, that goes into the glove of Radel, and we'll do it all over again. Andy Bennett. And the face-off circle against Travis Perry, won by Perry. And a pass that was intended. Oh, Vianney messed that one up. That was intended to come out to the blue line, and then the recipient of that puck kept backing out and couldn't stop it before it crossed the blue line. Vianney still manages to get it back into the zone. They'll send it back out to the blue line. No shot, but a pass all the way up into the corner. And the loose puck will be picked up by Axis. He'll swing it into the corner, and no one there for Collinsville to help him out. That was a shot on goal. That was a save by Radel, and Collinsville giving up some chances here. Back behind the Kahawk net it goes once again. Here is Kozeni. Over into the corner it goes, and then it'll skip past everybody, and that's going to be an icing call, but it's not going to make it across the end red line. So Collinsville will come away with it. Into the boards goes a couple of players. We're going to have a penalty coming up, and this one looks like it's going to go against Collinsville. Andy Bennett will end up going into the penalty box. And Vianney will get their second power play of the night. Actually, looks like we might have offsetting penalties. I think both of the players that ended up going into the boards hard are both heading to the penalty boxes. So coincidental minors will keep things at even here, 5-on-5. Ethan Riordan in one box and Andy Bennett in the other. So coincidental minors. Each team still 5-on-5 instead of 4-on-4. And the faceoff won by Vianney. They bring it up ice. Has that puck poked away. Nice job there on the poke check by Denny. He comes in on the right side, and a shot that just goes wide from Duffy, and it comes all the way out to the blue line, now into the neutral zone. Duffy takes it once again, banks it off the boards. Collinsville, Whitaker couldn't handle it, and it comes back through neutral ice one more time. Here comes Vianney. They enter the zone over on the right wing and lose the puck. Denny, he comes away with it off the high glass. That banks all the way down, and it's still not going to have enough juice for an icing call. Vianney gets a hold of the puck. They'll send it back to the blue line. Collinsville keeps it in. Here's Denny. High slot shot, and oh, that one's off of the near side post. Comes from one post, and it goes out to the other side. All the way down the ice, and an icing call against Vianney. Boy, Denny did everything but score there. 4:56 left to play here in the second period. 3-2 in favor of Vianney. Puck will come out to the right of Hyatt. No post-game show. Got Highland and East Alton Wood River, and as soon as this game is over, everybody will clear out, and then the next set of fans will come in, and I need to be out of the way. Although I'm sure I'll still be breaking down my stuff by the time they all get in here. Giving me the old evil eye. I'll get the look from the lady going, you know, that's where I was going to sit, right? Three goals in the first. One by Collinsville, two by Vianney. So far, 2 goals here in the second, one by each team. We are at 3-2. Vianney has the lead. Face-off out to Hyatt's left. One by Collinsville. Denny in the high slot had that puck taken off of his stick. Collinsville gets it back, throws it off the glass, and then they'll go try to chase it down. Here is Glennon Bennett. He couldn't get there. And now Vianney does get it back into the neutral zone, and Kitstein sends it up, but sends it in off of Duffy, who is across the blue line, offside. 4:25 to play here in this second period. Face-off right in the center face-off circle. Vianney comes away with it. They'll bank it off the boards at the penalty boxes where each team has a player enjoying a little rest. To the side of the Kahok net. Shot. Never quite made it to Radel. Collinsville gets it out, but that'll be an icing call. Got to be a little smarter with these loose pucks instead of sending it all the way down the ice with all the strength that you have, especially when you're that close to the blue line. Just kind of tap it into the zone, and everybody will have to leave. 4:04 to play here in this second period. This game got started about 15 minutes late. Scheduled for a 7:35 start. Didn't start until 7:50. And knowing that they have a 9 o'clock game also, you'd think that they would want to get these things started on time. Through the neutral zone, the puck goes. Vianney sends it all the way back down, and that's going to be an icing call because that was on the wrong side of the red line. So we'll bring it back down to the other end of the ice. And we'll have a face-off again to the left of Hyatt. One by Vianney. They send it into the neutral zone. Glennon Bennett comes away with it. Backhanded back through neutral ice. Here is Duffy. Duffy hugs the boards, turns, spins, shot. That one just goes wide from Kitstein. Kitstein finally got a shot at the goal after a whiffing on a couple of them. Now he stops the puck from getting out of the zone. Duffy comes up with it once again. Far side face-off circle, takes a shot. That one goes high and wide. Rebound over to the near side boards, and all the way down the ice it'll go, and that'll be an icing call against Vianney. And that will stop the clock with 3:23 left to go. Both of our visitors of the penalty box are now out. So that means Andy Bennett will come onto the ice. And the faceoff again will come out to Hyatt's left. Andy Bennett in the faceoff circle with Marcella. And one by Vianney. They tried to send it out. Nice job by Yaxis to hold up, but here comes Vianney after they poke the puck away, and that one Looked like it was offside. I think it was. Yeah, it was a late call. This face-off will come right below our location. Neutral zone face-off dot. Won by Collinsville. They pick the puck up. Here is Glennon Bennett. He'll send it back through the neutral zone. Vianney will take it on the defense, but they can't get it out. Collinsville stays with it. Here is Andy Bennett. High slot. Sends it up. And a shot by Zamoroni couldn't go in. Nice hug of the post over there by Hyatt. Kept that one from going in. And now it comes out again. Here is Bennett in the slot. Backhand shot. That one goes high over the net. And it stays back there for a moment. Comes out through the corner. Vianney, they'll take over. They'll send it through the neutral zone. Yaxis will go chase it down all the way into that far side face-off circle. He'll send it up trying to find Zamoroni, but instead he found a Golden Griffin. Shot rejected by Radel. Over on the far side. Griffin stay with it. Back out to the blue line, and they'll send it back up once again. With the puck is Dorsey in a shot. Collinsville gets that one. They'll send it through the neutral zone. That one wasn't hard enough to go all the way down the ice. That one's going to be offside, but the Griffins get it out. Now they'll come back in, have it poked away. And here with the puck is David Hearn. Hearn sends it up into his offensive zone. Zamoroni trying to get that puck away from its defender. Can't do it. Bennett will step in, pinch it in from the blue line. Send that puck back behind the net. And Andy Bennett back there with it. He comes around front, throws it in front. Nobody there to send it home. Comes all the way out, jumps over Yax's stick and into the neutral zone. So everybody comes out now. Here is Houniker. Jackson with it in the faceoff circle. Coming around the net, and he'll throw a backhander into the slot, hoping for a little help, but none was there. And then Andy Bennett banks it off the glass all the way out to the blue line where it is stopped by Travis Perry. His shot on the mark. All the way down and back behind the Collinsville net. Back out again. One more time here for Perry. This time he'll send it over to the far side. Shot from there. That one jumps over the stick of Radel and goes high over the net. Comes back out and trying to get it out of the zone is Zamoroni. He can't, and he finally does. And then it's touched up by Boren for Vianney. And he'll send it back over to this side for Travis Perry. Under a minute to go here in period number 2. Yaxis, he'll go chase it down over in the far side corner. Vianney up 3-2, and we'll send that one into the Vianney bench. That'll stop the clock with 47.1 seconds left. Considering that this game got started late, you got to wonder how much time they're going to take off in the third period to try to keep things on schedule here. So it would behoove your Collinsville Kahawks to get that tying goal sometime soon. Duffy in the face-off circle against Kozeni. And now Kozeni will be taken out of the circle, and Charlie Young will come in instead. And that one won by Collinsville. And the Kahawks backhanded up the boards, but they can't get it out. That one goes through the slot. Yax is trying to pick it up. He can't. Double scrum over there. 2 players for each team. And it's Young who comes away with it for Vianney. He takes a shot, and that's a save. Loose puck lays out in front. Collinsville gets it into the neutral zone. That relieves the pressure. Coming away with the puck was Kozeni. And up the ice it goes, but an offside call is going to be called. And we'll have a face-off here in the neutral zone once again, right below our location. 18.5 seconds left to play here in this second period. Kozeni against Duffy again, won by Kozeni. He'll send the puck back to his defense, and that's Ludwig. Ludwig sends it up. No one there to help out for the Golden Griffins, though. Collinsville's Glennon Bennett gets it. Sends it up ice to Duffy. Duffy enters on the left wing. Skates through the neutral zone, or skates through the circle, and he's going to be hauled down, and that's going to be a penalty, and Collinsville is going to go on another power play. Kahawks have a power play goal. They also have allowed a shorthanded goal. And that's going to be Shane Ludwig who's going to go off for a little holding. So the Kahawks on a power play. 2.1 seconds left. Not enough to do anything with it here, as that puck ends up going behind the net. And of period number 2. So we will head to period number 3 as Vianney has themselves a 3-2 lead, and we'll be back after a brief timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks! Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Collinsville Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud sponsor of your Collinsville Kahawks on the Kahok Sports Network. For all of your investment needs, see Jason Regg at his Edward Jones office at 1008 Vandalia Street in Collinsville, or call Jason at 618-344-0252 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Welcome back once again to the East Alton Ice Arena. I'm Todd Duke. Heath Yaxis is on the camera. Glad that you're with us here on a Tuesday. It was 58 degrees on the way here. I guarantee you it won't be that when I head out. There was a cold front moving through as I was driving out here, and we're going to have wind chills in the teens tomorrow after having a high today of around 62 degrees. How about that? Topsy-turvy weather continues here in the heartland of the United States of America, but that is usually the way it goes when we're just about finished with November heading into December. Here comes Denny with a head of steam. Over into the far side face-off circle, lost the puck for a moment, chased it back down, and we'll send it back out to the blue line for Glennon Bennett. He'll send one toward the goal, and that's gloved down by Hyatt, despite the fact that Lincoln Duffy was waiting there on the doorstep to send that one home. Minute 24 left to go in the man advantage here for Collinsville. So Collinsville only had 4 shots on goal in that period. Vianney had 6. Right now Vianney leads that category 13-12. So they have a 1 shots on goal lead and a 1-point lead. Collinsville with the man advantage, trying to get the equalizer here. Here is Glennon Bennett. He takes a shot. That's right into the glove of Hyatt. And now we're all even in the shots on goal category at 13 apiece. 55 seconds left to go in the holding minor to Shane Ludwig. Collinsville's third power play. They do have a power play goal. That one scored by Andy Bennett to give Collinsville their second goal. Bennett also scored the first one just a minute and 40 seconds into this game. Bennett keeps it in. Nicely done. And in the slot, no one there except for somebody wearing the gold jersey. They'll send it all the way down the ice to relieve some of that power play time. And Bennett gets taken into the boards right after he let go of that puck. Here comes Eric Denny. Denny up the far side. Takes a shot from the face-off circle, and again, right into the glove of David Hyatt. Maybe they should try coming in over here on this left side and stay away from that glove side. Challenge him stick side. Leave the glove side alone. Face-off will come out to the left of Hyatt. Braden Mercella. Messerla against Andy Bennett. Yeah, you can't have 5 players on the ice when you're down a man. High slot. Denny, shot. That one's tipped into the netting and out of play, so we'll do it all over again. We're underway in period number 3. Collinsville trails by 1. 30 seconds left to go on the Kahok power play. Same 2 participants in the face-off circle, one by Collinsville. Here is Denny. Denny Takes another shot. That one's going to be tipped high, but instead of going out, it goes into the glass, into the high slot. Collinsville couldn't keep it in. Glennon Bennett will start all over again. He'll send the puck up to Zagorski. Zagorski to Denny. Denny comes in from the left side. Puck ends up back behind the Golden Griffins net. Comes out over onto the far side and up against the boards. Bennett kept it in. Nicely done. And then it goes back between his legs. And a shot by Preston Tillman, but again, right into the glove of Hyatt. And that is it for the power play for Collinsville. So Collinsville 1 for 3 on the power play. Vianney's only had the 1. And they went 0 for 1. 11:59 left to play here in period number 3. Face off again in that far side face-off circle. Number 47 with the electrical tape forward number in the face-off circle with Bennett. Andy won that one. They'll send it up the boards, will Collinsville. Everybody's back at full strength now. Here is Bennett back behind the Vianney net. Puck comes loose over here to this near side corner. Bennett gets double teamed. Back to the blue line it goes. Glennon Bennett trying to keep the puck in. He does, but it ends up being poked out anyway. And the Axis comes away with it off the boards to Zagorski, but Zagorski couldn't hold it. And Vianney from the neutral zone. They bring it in, but can't continue. Golden Griffins once again in the neutral zone with possession of the puck. That one goes into the crowd, and be careful down there. They have nettings at the ends, but they don't have nettings up against the sides here. So when you're at Alton or you're at Granite City, you better keep your head on a swivel. Face-off will come to this face-off dot just outside of the Collinsville defensive zone. And Andy Bennett couldn't win that one. And it's picked up, shot. That goes a little bit wide off of the stick of Houniker. Picked up by Whitaker for Collinsville. He tries to feed Zamoroni. No icing. He said he was on the right side of the red line before he let that pass go. Comes all the way around here to the near side boards. And Collinsville trying to keep it in. Yaxtis does. And it'll be a turnaround by Zamoroni. He'll send it up back behind the Golden Griffins net. And they'll send it up the boards. And pinching in is Glennon Bennett. Nicely done there by Glennon as Collinsville does a nice job keeping it in. Comes back to Bennett. Bennett takes a shot and a save by Hyatt. That one wasn't with the glove. I believe that hit one of his pads. Collinsville, they stay with it. 10.5 minutes to go here, maybe, in this third period. Comes in front. That one's going to be sent down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call. It's going to have enough juice to get across the line, just barely. Just barely. Hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Tell you what, Christmas shopping season is well in swing. Busy, busy, busy over the weekend. We have a busy week. This is just the first of 4 straight days of 4 straight contests. Tomorrow we have some bowling action for you. Lady Kahawks at Camelot Bowl taking on O'Fallon. Then we have basketball. I've been waiting for that. I know a lot of you have been waiting for basketball season to get fully underway. Well, it will be fully underway. Thursday, we have girls action from home against Belleville East. Friday, we're at Belleville East as the boys open up their Southwestern Conference action. Both of those Thursday and Friday contests scheduled for 7:30 starts. Bowling tomorrow is scheduled for sometime around the 3 o'clock hour. Puck through the neutral zone. Collinsville, they still trail by 1 goal to the Kahawks. Denny sends it all the way down the ice. Off the dasher boards, it comes right out to Hyatt. He'll send it right back to where it came from. And the Golden Griffins break out looking for another tally. Here is Marcella. He can't get a shot on goal because Denny is doing everything he can to keep that from happening. Duffy takes his man into the board. Coming around with it is Charlie Young for Vianney. Young has 2 of the 3 Vianney goals here in this game. Collinsville comes away with it, out to the blue line, but they're unable to get it out as the Golden Griffins stay with it. Here is Rimsky. Shot, never made it. Rebound comes all the way out to the blue line, picked up there by Travis Perry. Perry, face-off circle, shot, saved by Radel, and the rebound comes out the other side. Once again, out to the blue line it comes now for Perry. He'll send it back behind his net. Charlie Young, he's there with it. There's a penalty coming up against Collinsville, so Vianney will have another power play coming up as soon as Collinsville touches up on the puck, which they do there. So now Vianney will have their second power play. That's the last thing Collinsville wanted to do, although the Kahawks do have a shorthanded goal here tonight. 8:45 left to play. Probably not, but that's what the clock says. Here in period number 3. Highland and East Alton Wood River due to take the ice at 9 o'clock. That's 13 minutes from now, and it takes a good 10 minutes to get the Zamboni to do its thing. So at some point, the referees will take time off of the clock. We just don't know when and how much. Golden Griffins on their second power play. They were unable to do anything on their first one. Collinsville gets the puck out. Vianney sends it back in offside, so they'll have to tag up, which they do. On to the stick of Zagorski it goes. Over here to this near side for Glennon Bennett. Bennett, he gets it out of the zone. And Andy Bennett backhands it, but backhanded it to no one. So Vianney, they take over once again. Now Duffy will send it all the way back down the ice with 95 seconds left to go and the man advantage here for Vianney. Congratulations to Team USA, United States men's soccer team, with their big 1-0 win over Iran today. Boy, that was tough to watch those games sometimes, man. You're on the edge of your seat. And I was. Through the neutral zone. Vianney enters. Back behind the Kahawk net it goes. Glennon Bennett gets taken off the puck and ran into the boards. Collinsville shorthanded for another 55 seconds. That one sent all the way to the blue line, but a shot will come from there. That's blocked out by one of the Vianney players, and that didn't feel too good. Off of the glass, through the neutral zone, all the way down the ice, and that'll relieve some of that pressure. .30 seconds left to go in the power play for Vianney. They come in. With the puck, it is Young. He's looking for a hat trick. Couldn't stay with it. Now he gets the puck back, does Young. Feeds, high slot, shot taken in a goal. Power play goal by Vianney, and that may spell doom for Collinsville here when the referees take some of this time off of this clock. That one was scored by Shane Ludwig. And Vianney gets a power play goal. That makes it 4-2. And Collinsville has their work cut out for them now, folks. They trail by 2. .650 the clock says. And a little scuffle over on the other side. And once again, Collinsville is going to find themselves shorthanded. Penalty coming up against the Kahawks as soon as they touch it. Right now, Hyatt is out of goal. He's on the bench for the extra attacker. And now the Kahawks will touch it up, and Vianney will have themselves another power play. We have a little pushing and shoving going on. And Duffy is going to go to the box for a holding call as he held the Vianney player to the ice. Wouldn't let him up. Bad time to be taking some power plays when you're already down by 1 goal. Now you're down by 2 after the Kahawks gave up a power play goal on that last man advantage for Vianney. And here we're going to go all over again. And we have a false face-off, if you will. So we'll do it all over again. Referee is going to call timeout. He's going to go over to the bench, and I'm sure he's going to take some time off the clock. Probably looked at his watch and figured out what time it is, and he's got another game to do. 6:27 the clock says right now. Well, they didn't take any time off. I don't know what that conversation was about. Off the high glass and through the neutral zone it goes. Collinsville, Zamoroni trying to get there first for a little short-handed breakaway, but he was pushed off the puck as Vianney used that speed to get back on it before any damage could be done. That puck barely made it across the blue line. Here is Denny. He couldn't hold on to it. Now he backhands it up against these near side boards. Andy Bennett gets taken off the puck by Honker, and now Collinsville will send it back through the neutral zone to relieve that power play pressure, but Vianney turns it right back around, and they come in. Young sends it all the way back down behind the Kahok net. Glennon Bennett gets taken up against the boards, but he stays with it, sends it back to where it came from. All the way around it goes. A shot toward goal, never made it. Hit the skate of Zamoroni. Now Andy Bennett comes up with it, and he'll send the puck into the neutral zone. 55 seconds left to go on this power play for Vianney. Collinsville skates it into their offensive zone, puts a shot toward the goal, and a backhander. That one almost found the net on a shorthanded attempt by Andy Bennett. Bennett stays with it over in that corner. Back behind the net, Denny. He'll take the shot, and a glove save by Hyatt, and more pushing and shoving going on in front of the Vianney goaltender, David Hyatt. And now Bennett's going to go to the penalty box. Boy, oh boy. Collinsville is... Are they going to be down by 2 men, or they got... Well, now the time's been taken off the clock. We're all the way down to 2 minutes now. And the Kahawks are in a precarious situation here. It's 5-on-3. For 35 seconds. 2 minutes for roughing. As Collinsville will send the puck down the ice. But there's just as much power play time as there is regular time. 18 seconds left to go on the two-man advantage here for Vianney. And then after that, for the rest of the game time, Collinsville will be down by a player. And that's a tough task to do when you're down by 2 goals. Down to 1:25. Out of the box comes Lincoln Duffy. So now it's a 5-on-4 advantage for Vianney. Glennon Bennett goes back behind his net trying to corral that puck down. Collinsville needs a couple of good offensive pushes here shorthanded. They already have one shorty here tonight. Trying to find another one. Well, they're running out of time to do it. Through the neutral zone we go. 1 minute to go here in period number 3. As Vianney sends that puck back down the ice, here is Duffy with it. Duffy back behind his own net. Off the side of his net, left it in front, and a shot and a save by Radel off of Young, vying for the hat trick. He had a wide open net too. Radel got back over to that far post just in time. Into the corner it goes. A little scrum there. No one's coming away with it yet, and Collinsville's Duffy finally does. Or Denny, excuse me. Denny, he'll send it up to Zamoroni, and that's picked off by Vianney. We're down to the final 25 seconds in this one. And Collinsville looking like they're going to drop this game and see that record fall to 4-3-1. Down the ice, icing call. That'll stop the clock with 15.4 seconds left to play. Now it's just a matter of time and very little of it. Face-off will come out to Hyatt's right. Won by Collinsville, but Vianney goes in there and steals the puck away. They'll send it up the boards. That'll come all the way through the neutral zone, and it'll stay there for probably just long enough for this game to be over, and it is. 4-2 in favor of Vianney. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your help. Appreciate it. As Collinsville loses this one tonight 14-2. They were outshot 15-14, and that is going to do it for us. We got to break down and get out of the way for the fans from the next game between Highland and East Alton Wood River. They'll be taking the ice next, so we'll remind you that we'll be on the air tomorrow. In the 3 o'clock hour for a little bowling action for you. We'll follow the girls tomorrow, although the boys and the girls will both be there taking on O'Fallon, but we'll be covering the girls tomorrow at Camelot Bowl, and until then, everybody have yourselves a fantastic rest of this evening.